Hello children, welcome to Learner's Planet. Children, this is our 6th session on the topic of addition, right? In the previous session, I taught you the carryover method. I just showed you examples, one in the horizontal way and the other one in the vertical way, so that you actually understand how the carryover process is done. And I had told you that in this session we'll be practicing only carryover sums, so that the more you practice, the more you understand them, and so you'll be able to solve the sums faster. So we'll take carryover sums in vertical and horizontal way in this session. Okay, and all the tips that I had given you in the previous session over here, all these tips will be taken into consideration, okay, here. Okay, and we'll keep all these tips in mind and we'll solve the sums. Okay, I'll just read the tips once more. Always write T over tens place or U or O over units or ones place. Always write the answer of tens under T and answer of units under U or O. Okay. Always strike off or cut off the number that you have already added so that you don't get confused. The carried over number should be written top left of the tens number which is first while we add in the vertical way. Vertical way is this. I'll just show you. I'll give you an example. Suppose it's 17 and 18. So it will be 15 and 1 carried over. It should be written over here. Okay, not over here. It should be written over here. Okay, but this follows only in the vertical way, because in horizontal way it doesn't matter. Okay, then the last point is the carried over number should be written clearly so that you don't get confused which number it is. Okay, suppose you have written 1 but you write it like this. Okay, now what does this look like? This either looks like 7 or 2. It doesn't actually look like 1. Okay, so be careful while you write it clearly. It can even be, suppose if you're writing, your numbers are this big, 17 and 18 over here, then you can write the carried over number as big as this. But if it's suppose 17 and 18, then just write it in a small way over here. Okay, but it should be clear even if you write 2 or you write 3. Okay, but it should be visible. Okay, so let's start off with this session. We'll start solving some sums, and just keep your practice notebook and your pencil with you, so that while I give the sums, before I solve it, you can pause the session and try to solve it on your own. And if you get confused, you can just play the session and see how I've solved it. I'll solve it slowly so that, and I'll even explain each and every step so that you understand it properly. Okay, now children, we'll start off with the carryover addition. First we'll take example. I'll just give you a small example for horizontal and vertical way, so that it will be just a short recap of how we actually do it, and then we'll start off with the sums. Okay, now suppose we have to add. First we'll write T for tens, U for units. And now we'll under this tens and units we'll write suppose 19. So 1 under T, 9 under U, plus sign, and 15. So 1 under T and 5 under U. Now we'll just put this line so that we know that over here it will be the answer. Okay, in horizontal addition, this sign, it actually, the sleeping line actually, it means is equal to. Okay, because whenever you have this sleeping line, what you're supposed to do is you have to write the answer, but tens under tens and units under units. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's solve this sum. Okay, now what is 9 plus 5? We'll add them. Count it on your palm. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 4 over here. Now what will we do with the one that we have? We'll carry it over to over here. Okay. Now see, I've written this one over here clearly so that I don't get confused, okay, when I add. Now I've added this, so I'll cut them off. Okay. Now we'll add the tens. So that's 1, 2 and 3. So it's 34. Now 3 is under tens and 4 is under units. Okay. So we get our answer as 34. Okay, I hope you understood this way. Now what way is this? This is the vertical way. Okay. Now we'll do some different sum in the horizontal way. Okay. Now we're gonna do the horizontal way, right? Now just let's take a sum. Suppose 17 plus suppose 17 plus 17. Okay, now we'll write t over here, u over here, t over here, u over here, and again t over here and u over here. So write the answers over here. Now what do we do first? We always add the units first. Okay, this is a very important point. So we'll add 7 plus 7. So what is it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 4 over here. And what about the 1? We'll carry it over here. Small and clear. You can either put the 1 over here or you can put it over here. But don't put on both the sides because you have to count it only once. So I'll put it on this side. Okay, it's put over here. Now we have to add the tens. So 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3. So 17 plus 17 equals to 34. Okay, and 3 under tens and 4 under units, right? Now we'll start off with our sums. Okay, it'll be a bit more faster than this. I'll explain, but I won't explain so much because if you haven't understood this, you can replay this, but I'll still explain a bit. Okay, so let's start solving the sums. Okay children, now we'll start with first vertical way. Okay, we'll take a few sums in the vertical way. So let's just suppose we add, first we'll write tens, units, 16 plus 17 and a line over here. Okay, so first we'll add the units. So 6 plus 7 equals to what? It equals to 13. So 3 over here. 1 that is to be carried over will be over here. Very small and a neat one so that you don't get confused. Now we'll add the tens. 1, 2, 3. So that equals to 33. Right? So tens under tens, units under units, and we get the answer as 33. This was a very easy sum. Now we'll again take one more sum. First we'll write again tens, units. Now we'll take suppose 15, 1 over here, 5 over here, plus 18, 1 over here, 8 over here. Now children, in addition, it doesn't matter if the bigger number is on the top or on the bottom. It can be any ways, okay? So you don't need to worry if you have put the bigger number on the bottom side. Okay. Now first we'll again add the units. So 8 plus 15, that is equal to 13. 3 over here, 1 over here. Now we'll add the tens. 1, 2 and 3. So that's again 33. This is such a coincidence, okay? These both are coming as 33. So we'll take a few more examples here. But first again we'll write T and U, and we'll take suppose 19 plus 18. Okay, now we'll add them. So first again we'll add the units. So 8 plus 9 equals to 17, right? So 7 over here, 1 again carried. So we'll add this 1, 2 and 3. So that's 37. So 3 under tens and 7 under units, right? Now we'll take one more sum. Tens again, units again. This is very important, okay? Always remember, at least in the vertical way, okay? Then suppose we'll take 13 plus 17. Now 7 plus 3, that is 10. So 0 over here, 1 over here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So that is 30. So we get the answer as 30. Okay. So this was a really very easy way, but provided your additions are clear. Okay. I had already told you that you need to be, you should have practiced a lot, and you should be sure when you add the single digit numbers, because it's really very easy. Okay, you just need to practice that, right? And you can even use your fingers for counting. That will also help you in the beginning stage. Okay, later when you practice a lot of sums, you'll automatically get to know. Okay, it will be only mentally and you won't need your hands to do it. Okay, now we did it in the vertical way. Now we'll do some in horizontal way. Now children, we'll do the carryover addition, in the horizontal way. Okay. Now suppose we take 11 plus 19. Okay, is equal to. So what will we write? Tens, units, tens, units, and tens and units. Okay, now we'll add again the units first, so we'll cut them. 9 plus 1, that is 10, 0 and 1 to be carried, so I put it here, a small and a neat 1, so 1, 2, 3, so that equals to 30. Okay, now 0 under units and 3 under tens, and I've strike them off, and I have even written tens and units. Okay, and I started adding with the units first, right? Okay, now we'll take one more sum. Now suppose we'll add 15 plus 17 equals, so T, U, T, U and T, U. Now with units, 7 plus 5 equals to 12, 2 here, 1 here, now 1, 2 and 3, so that is 32. Okay, so this was also very easy, but remember to strike them off, and you had already seen the points that I had told you in the previous session also, and I even read them out in the beginning of this session. Okay, so those points are very important. You always have to keep them in mind. Now we'll take one more sum. Now suppose we have 19 plus 16 equals, so that's tens, units, tens, units, tens and units, right? So 6 plus 9, that equals to 15, 5 over here, 1 over here, 1, 2 and 3, so that is 35. Okay, so 5 under units, 3 under tens, I've strike them off and I've put a small carryover over here. Okay, now we'll take one last sum for this horizontal way. Now suppose we have 13 plus 18 equals tens, units, tens, units, tens and units. Now 8 plus 3 equals to 11, 1 over here, the other one to be carried is over here. Now 1, 2 and 3, so that equals to 31. Okay, this is a very easy method. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So I guess we practice a lot of sums. You can even practice some more at your house. Ask your parents to give them to you, or you can just pause the session and solve these sums only and match the answer with me. Okay? So this is all for this session. I'll see you in the next session. And in the next session, we'll add digits from 0 to 20. Okay? We'll even have single digits in that. Okay? And we will also have double digits. We'll add them together. Okay? That means one single digit with one double digit. Alright? So you'll understand the importance of tens and units, why we put tens and units on the top. Okay? So I'll see you in the next session then. Bye.